Yo, what is popping, my dudes? I have a banger video for you today. Completely off the cuff. I'm not even slop maxing in this one. All original. So, I hope you enjoy. Here is a clip. Isn't that f***ing nuts? Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that knuckin' futz? Oh man, I can't believe this. Just before anything starts here, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Now, what the hell is this? I wonder if I can even watch this. Oops. Four plus one bonus one, I'm assuming. Transgender Vocaloid songs. And there's that godforsaken flag. Yikes. Okay. Are there English lyrics? A what? Heartbreaking song about the experience of being a trans lesbian. What? Okay, what's the other one? It needs a manga adaptation. It got a manga adaptation. Okay. Sorry, okay, what's it called? Villain by Tenny Wohala. Okay, yikes, this is really sad. I'm sure we freak them out just by holding hands. You're reported when you opt out of the rat race. I'm not a mutant, I'm just me, whether that's X or Y. Like your chromosomes, but you can't change those. I hope you know that. I mean, that's literally so obvious I shouldn't have to say it. Stubborn people hoard many goods and evils. They say I'm infringing upon you. Oh. Like infringing upon like rights like prison systems, bathrooms, sports, female-only spaces. I'm pretty sure this is from the perspective of a female-to-male transsexual or transgender. There's a difference between the terms. Mr. Crazy Villain. Nocturnal petals. I wear different clothes and pretend to be a boy in front of you. What's the note on this one? This character in the song must present as their birth-assigned gender when in public or when around an individual to whom they have not come out as a gender non-conforming or whom they've come out but that individual is not supportive of them. Reflects on how someone who is not supportive of GNC people, gender non-conforming people who would view the character in the song merely pretending to be a boy. So it's debated on what perspective the song is in because nobody can pin down what it means to pretend to be a boy. So if you're actually a male, you're pretending to be a boy because you're trying to fit in as your assigned sex at birth, which is such a stupid-ass retarded way of phrasing it. Or it's a female person dressing up as a boy and pretending to be a boy in front of you, as in, you know, a transsexual way. So whatever. Dear Dr. Duran, please come pick me up. To someone I don't even know, I'm already a villain. That is, I mean, it is, I guess it's sad, but I just can't have this, like, overwhelming sense of pity for the community at large when it's such a self-victimization thing. Like, it's not honorable to make your life like, pity me, please, I am such a victim. Like, come on. At least in America, I don't know about other countries. My hated life eventually becomes inflamed. Yeah, it seems like a lot of transgender identifying individuals seem to hate their life, and that's extremely sad. I think, Vocaloid, to be honest, it's a very young culture. When I was deep into Vocaloid, I was a very young person, like 10. 10 to like 14. I was super big into it. I still like it today, of course, but I mean, just knowing that the history and how it appeals to children, or at least young girls, that's why I have this assumption that this is about FTM. Continuing with the lyrics, I cover up my deviant nature again. A stamen and stamen won't get anywhere. What does that mean?
Stamen.
This is probably in reference to discourse about homosexual intercourse. The stamen is the male reproductive organ found in plants, usually paired with the gynoecium. Gynoecium? How do you say that? Let's figure that out.
Genesium.
Genesium? It's often argued by homophobes that intercourse between the two people of the same sex is unnatural, as the primary goal of sex should be to reproduce. This lyric then can be interpreted as a reference to two stamens, two yoinky doinks being unable to produce an offspring and thereby being seen as unnatural. Hey, you know, a writer named Ranpo, import you someday, even artificial flowers will bear fruit. Oh, God, that is such a scary thought. Why would you want that? A writer named Ranpo. Taro Hirai, better known by his pen name Edogawa Ranpo, was an influential Japanese author. He wrote various pieces seeking to understand homosexual romance, including several non-fiction essays and a mystery novel, Koto no Oni, which prominently featured a gay man. Okay. Writing the love of boys. Origins of Baishonen culture in modernist Japanese literature. University of Minnesota Press. Here's a little blurb from this study, or what is this? Is this actually a study? Origins of Baishonen culture in modernist Japanese literature, 2011. Wait, you mean boys as in children? That's a picture of a child. When Western readers look at manga, graphic novels, okay, so this picture here doesn't really seem right. So let's continue reading this. They are often struck by how often male-on-male affection and eroticism appears in their pages. In fact, male-to-male love has been one of the most important thematic elements in manga, especially manga for adolescent girls, shoujo manga. So that's what shonen, baishonen.
Bishonen.
Let's see what baishonen means.
Bishonen.
An Asian aesthetic of young men whose beauty and sex appeal transcends the boundary of gender or sexual orientation found in manga, etc. Japanese term literally meaning beautiful youth, and describes an aesthetic that can be found in disparate areas in East Asia, young man of androgynous beauty. Young women. Well, shoujo manga is an editorial category of Japanese comics targeting an audience of adolescent girl and young adult women. Ladies comics, it's the abbreviation Redikomi, and is an editorial category of Japanese comics that emerged in the 1980s. Adult women, contrasting shoujo manga. Well, since the 1970s. I wish this word would go away, but it'll never go away. And that's upsetting, but we'll continue reading the lyrics of this. Someday even artificial flowers will bear fruit. Keeping in mind the previous annotation about stamens, the reproductive organs used by flowers, artificial flowers, is probably in reference to genitalia created by gender-affirming surgeries. Bearing fruit could then mean creating an offspring. As of writing, uterine transplants are still considered experimental, meaning everything's literally experimental. What do you mean uterine transplants are experimental? They don't know what they're doing with top surgery. What makes you think they can import a uterus inside of a male body and grow a healthy baby? Are you joking? That's frightening. Frightening. Why? I don't understand what makes a person want to be like, okay, I'm going to learn surgery. I'm going to cut someone open. I'm going to rip all their guts out. I'm going to reattach new guts, and we're going to experiment, and we're going to grow a new human, a baby inside of this man. Why would you want to do that? Don't you think that's like a scary thought? Why would you want to do that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Back to my first point about top surgery. There used to be, before it was all so popular, you know, the scars that all of these surgeries have given the new wave of FTM people. Those terrible, huge scars that are so big. Back a while, like a long time ago, before it was a trend, they used to have a version of surgery that left no scars. And it was completely cosmetic, and they took care to make sure that you didn't have huge scars or any kind of cosmetic issue. There was no, oh my goodness, no nipples. You can just elect to get your breasts removed and have no nipples. Like an alien. Like a freaking alien. And they're like, I don't care, it's cool. What do you mean? This is just so frightening. Why? You don't need to cut yourself up. People who could not become pregnant prior to gender-affirming surgery still cannot after them. You mean a male cannot become female. A male cannot become female and become pregnant. That means males cannot get pregnant. Period. And I hope to God we never do that, because I don't know, it's just something within me. That's my opinion. Sorry. The same goes for phalloplasties, which currently cannot reproduce genuine semen. You know, they also cut like a foot of skin off of your leg or your arm to create a fake penis. Pros and cons of phalloplasty results, how much does it cost, can you feel it, recovery time. The cost of phalloplasty typically ranges from $50,000 to $150,000 or more. I'm not paying for this for anybody with my taxes. This is crazy. This is experimental. In my opinion, it is a mutilation of your areas, and if you want to get this elective cosmetics experimental surgery, you should pay for it with your own pocket, not out of taxpayer. Or I don't even know, private insurance, that's different. I don't really understand the ins and outs of private insurance, or just no government tax dollars towards this, please. Thanks. Same goes for top surgery. Let's see. Cost of top surgery. The cost of top surgery typically ranges from $6,000 to $16,000 USD, depending on factors like surgeon, location, type of procedure. Yeah, there's no set standard. They can make it as cheap as you want, and it'll be as shitty as an experimental and half-assed as you want it to be, or you could pay like 10 grand more and get some TLC in with your experimental surgery. By the way, if you're going to elect to get this surgery, you need to be in a certain kind of shape. And what I mean by that is you need to not be obese. If you're going to get top surgery, you can't be obese. Because if you get a surgery that removes your healthy tissue while your body is in such a state, if you heal and then lose weight or gain weight, it's going to be disproportionate, lumpy. It's going to not heal right, okay? And I'm not saying that because I'm fat phobic. I'm saying it because I literally care about you. And if that's something you want to do as an adult and you want to pay for out of your pocket, go do it, I guess. I would advise against it, but I can't control you, and nobody can. Nobody can control you. If you want to do this crazy stuff that I'm sure it hurts, and I've heard that you can lose full motion of your arms and not be able to lift heavy things anymore or lift your arms above your head. You know, just scary stuff. And then, like, even if it's not top surgery, if young girls this age, like young girls like ages 17 to like 12, that age range, are wearing binders, they can hurt themselves for the rest of their lives by wearing binders. It's not a safe or reversible thing. If you wear a binder that is ill-fitting, since it's a medical device and it needs to be professionally fitted to your body for it to work in a way that doesn't injure you for life, by deforming your rib cage to a point where it compresses on your lungs and makes it hard for you to breathe or run or do any kind of exercise. This lyric could then speculate that in the future, impregnation will be possible even with artificial genitalia, therefore making the prior argument that sex between members of the legitimate is unnatural due to its inability to reproduce invalid makes the prior argument invalid. That's what you mean. Artificial insemination and surrogacy are also other methods for them to bear biological children. Well, at least that doesn't require some monstrous surgery that could kill you and the child. Thank God, right? For IVF and surrogacy and shit like that. What the fuck? Don't be so scared. There's a wide variety of genders. Genius annotation. Holy coming from a xenogender person. If you don't know what xenogender is, you're about to learn. There are thousands of genders. In my case, sulfur gender. Sulfurs, sulfur, sulfur self. But there's still male, female, non-binary, agender, and other xenogenders. I'm about to show you something you're going to think is crazy. You never knew existed. Gender fandom wiki. More than two genders. Welcome to the gender wiki. This wiki is closing on April 13th. What? Okay, no, this is sad because this is history. Unfortunately, we've decided we will no longer be able to host the Gender Wiki. Our content and creation guidelines say that we will host wikis whose main purpose is to create, discuss, disseminate misinformation that threatens the health, safety, or mental well-being of either individual, usually, or public at large. While understanding the concept of xenogenders and the freedom of everyone to describe themselves in any way they want to, we feel that this wiki has gone too far in positioning everything as a gender identity that has included seriously problematic pages such as those related to violence and self-harm, genders related to criminal actions, and those referring to medical conditions and so on. There's the entire issue with your argument. There's no such thing as non-binary. Period. Only females get periods. Thank you very much. We will be closing this wiki in 2 weeks from today. That's April 13th. If you want to move the content to another host, you can get a copy of the database at the bottom of the special statistics. So your new host may be able to help you with moving images. I'm sorry to give such bad news. I hope you find a suitable host for your content. You do need a sensory warning for caps. You can still be queerphobic while being in the legitimate yes to preposterous, depressing, embarrassing, shameful. What a great way to come out as homophobic. Huh? This person, I'm assuming, is a girl. A female. Or, I don't know, maybe not. Usually men are the ones who run these forums, so maybe it was a man. I actually don't know. Can't tell with these non-binaries. They're hiding behind their computers. I had to throw an ant out of my window because I don't like them in my house. So this person actually was talking in the way that they really support xenogenders and other genders like cat gender and space gender and static gender and sulfur gender and all these xeno pronouns and all this stuff. They're probably so pro legitimate equality that it literally is their entire religion. It's probably their entire personality. It's probably all they ever talk and think about. It's all of their friends. They probably don't have communication with their family. I mean, I'm sorry. This whole, movement was telling children that if your parents don't accept you for this identity, then you should cut them off and never talk to them again. You should start a GoFundMe. We will be your new family. We will fund your surgeries. We will fund your HRT. We will fund your life. You just have to be with us and love us back because we will love you and we will be your family. You can just cut off your mom and your dad since they don't accept you for who you are. But we accept you and we love you and we validate your identity no matter what it is because we're so all-encompassing, accepting of everyone. But anyone who doesn't accept us, we will kill with our bare hands. Sorry, I had to go on a tangent. These people in the comments are crazy. Fandom will be closing the wiki, and that's that. Seeing how Gender Wiki staff team is busy working towards finding a new home, we are no longer using this thread responsibly. I'm going to lock it. Wow, what? Because you got some... Actually, look, there's so many hearts on that. 10 hearts? You can be gay and homophobic. You guys are hilarious. I actually, can't. I can't believe that it's closing. I can't believe it's closing! This blows my mind. It is a crazy update to life. I can't help but feel like I should celebrate. This website. Yeah, you did do harm. Yes, you did discuss or disseminate misinformation that threatens the health, safety, or mental well-being of either individual users or the public at large. Yes, you did do that. Yes, you did. F you. Bye. Okay, so anyway, I was gonna teach you about xenogenders, which you can still access information about all kinds of bullshittery online if you just look up the search term xenogender, spelled Xeno. Holy hell. EmptyClosets.com. Can you support in determining your orientation or gender community surrounded by other people just like you? Of all ages? No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! No, no, no. No, 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 Discord, no, they have a Discord, no. I'm sure there's kids in it. No, please, no, please, no, please, no, don't. What are you wearing? Oh my god. Oh god. How do I read the replies? You must be logged in? Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Where are the old transgender people? Have you heard of Buck Angel? This is frightening. I mean, it doesn't look so bad at a first glance, but hearing the words all ages in forums like that is scary, okay? It's very scary. And for this sort of song, the first song in this, I shake my head. I can't even get through the song and the lyrics because we could do the other songs and the lyrics of that one. But it's just so much, and I'm already recorded 40 minutes here. I'm gonna have to cut it here. This is crazy. A crazy discovery was made today. Gender Wiki is closing in 3 days from now, at this point in time that I'm in right now. In 3 days, on the 13th. Wow! That's crazy. Deuces.